All right, welcome back. This summer, Hollywood is rolling out the red carpet for some of the most highly anticipated movies in years. And as is common sometimes during the summer, you got the return of massive franchises, notably adaptations and family favorites. So let's dig into all of it. Fandango's managing editor Erik Davis is back to tell us about what people can expect. Lindsay knew what that was. There's a Toy Story sequel,
well, I knew, like,
which
Jesse,
I didn't know
I don't know
about.
what number we're on. Are we on like 5?
It is number 5.
Tell us about the
Yeah.
mega franchise sequels coming out.
Yeah, well, and some people ask me, like, why do we need another Toy Story movie? But then you look at the premise of this.
Because people have children.
People have children, but the toys have never
somewhere.
wrestled with sort of electronics coming into the household. And so they have to deal with that in this film when a lily pad, which is kind of like an iPad, comes into the home of Bonnie, the little girl, and the toys are like, they feel left out.
Is Andy like in college now?
Yeah, well, Andy is not. Now it's Bonnie. Andy's kind of living his life right now, doing his thing. But yeah, Bonnie gets a lily pad, and Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Woody, Buzz, the whole crew is back. And to sort of deal with that, how do we wrestle? How do we deal with the fact that technology has now taken over our physical toys in the household, which is very relatable, I think, for a lot of families.
One thing that we were talking about is whether theaters are back. And you had brought up this 4K, what is it called?
4DX, which brought me back in. Seats that move, the air that puffs, and like little sprays of
But you were
water.
like jarred. You didn't know you were going.
I'm on the fence about if it's really necessary for this old man. But what, are people back?
Yeah, you know, and that's a great point, because I think that is what's bringing a lot of people back, these premium large formats. When we've surveyed Fandango audiences, we see that resonating with so many people. Your IMAXs, your Dolby experiences, your Screen X, your 4DX. It's an event, and it eventizes it, and especially the younger kids, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they like to go out and have those events with their family, with their friends. And so we're seeing films, especially IMAX, really doing well right now.
There seems to be a real effort to make the movie-going experience a live experience, so it drags people out of their homes and screens. The epic tale of the Odyssey has a star-studded cast that might bring some people back into the theaters.
Without a doubt. I mean, this is Christopher Nolan hot off winning the Oscar for Oppenheimer. And what do you make after you do that? You make anything you want. He says, I'm going to adapt one of the oldest stories ever told with one of the great casts ever assembled. This film, speaking of IMAX, this is the first film ever made entirely in IMAX. They actually had to build a new camera in order to film this movie. Yeah. And of course, it tells the classic story of Odysseus, who played by Matt Damon, kind of traveling home after the Trojan War. Great cast. Like I said, Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland, John Bernthal, Lupita Nyong'o, Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
like, I could just keep rolling off names for this one.
I mean, everyone's clamoring to work with him, too. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, he's just, I think, arguably one of the great filmmakers, adapting one of the great stories ever told. I mean, this is a must-see event. You have to go see this film.
Making me excited for it. All right, so let's say you don't want, you know,
a kids movie. Or the action.
Yeah.
What about for the lovers?
You know, it's funny. My neighbor just asked me, like, what's the rom-com to go see this summer? And I said, it's this film called One Night Only. It's got this wild premise. Imagine a world where premarital sex was only legal for one night only.
Wait, it's like The Purge, but for sex?
It's like The Purge, but for sex. Yeah. What would it look like?
Are we allowed to say that word?
It should have been called. It should have been called The Urge in that case. I like that premise.
But what would that do, especially in a city like ours in New York City, where this film is set? Caleb Turner, Monica Barbero, who you see there, play a couple who are actually maybe looking for the one on a night where no one's looking for the one.
Oh my gosh, The Urge. I love it.
I'm trademarking it. What do you think will come out on top for the summer? What will be the blockbuster? Is it Odyssey? Does that have the best chance?
You know, I would actually pick another Tom Holland and Zendaya movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. The last Spider-Man movie, the highest grossing in the history of Sony Pictures. Here he is back for a fourth time, Peter Parker wrestling with the fact that nobody remembers him, his best friend, his best girl, and he still has to sort of save the city that he loves. You know, I think Tom Holland as Spider-Man is the most popular comic book hero on the big screen today. And so I look at this film as potentially being one of the highest grossing of the year. I can't wait for this movie. I love him as this character. He is going to go down.
Just keep getting better and better.
The best Spider-Man.
And the fans love him too. And the fans love you, Erik Davis. Thank you so much for being the highlight of our Friday.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.